Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on a front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And welcome to the front porch. It is Monday morning. It is the day after Easter, and I hope you found all your eggs. And my name's Kenny Dean, and this and all in blue this morning.
Blue. A blue Easter egg still left over, Found
Oh,
yesterday.
okay, all right.
I'm Scott Blake, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Reverend Gerald Carnes, good morning to you, sir.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Tell me you found all your Easter eggs, buddy. Tell me that first.
Well, I'm sad to say, but I didn't hunt a single one. we had some kids that had a good time hunting them.
Well, that's the main thing, and I know it's been. You know what? I hope people went to service yesterday. Whether it was Easter or not, I hope they went to service yesterday. But the main thing was families got together, and that was a good thing. And the weather couldn't have been any better for the entire weekend.
Oh yeah, it was. It certainly was a beautiful, beautiful weekend, a beautiful day. So yeah, I hope people were there too. It was we had a wonderful time at Sunny Level and also at Duncan, but I hope everyone else did as well.
Well, we are really glad you're taking your time to be with us this week for the week of 4/21. So, buddy, I know you've got a busy day, so we won't hold you up. We'll go ahead and turn it over to you right now for the front porch thought for the day.
Well, I appreciate it, and I'm glad you mentioned Easter. Of course, on the Easter we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus, and that is essential to our Christian faith and our salvation. We know that the resurrection proves that Jesus was who he said he was. That is the Son of God, the promised Messiah, the really God in the flesh. Paul tells us in Romans chapter 1, verse 4, that through the Spirit of holiness, talk about Jesus, through the Spirit of holiness was appointed the Son of God in power by his resurrection from the dead. We know that Jesus Christ is our Lord. So that is essential, that the resurrection proves that this really was who he said he was. When those angels declared to Mary and the other ladies, he is not here, he has risen from the dead just as he said. Truly, by his resurrection, Jesus proved who he was. The resurrection proves that Jesus was able to conquer death. Death, hell, and the grave have no hold on him. And his resurrection paves the way for our own resurrection and our own eternal salvation through all who believe in Jesus. It gives us hope for the future that all things will be made right. In the Methodist tradition, we typically pray every week the Lord's Prayer, praying to God the Father that his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And ultimately we know that God is doing his perfect work in our heart now, and that ultimately God's will be completed and fulfilled, and that will include the restoration of all things. We know and understand also that according to the Bible, Romans 10, verses 9 and 10, if you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. And so this is such an important holiday for us to celebrate, but not only that, an important doctrine, essential doctrine that we stand firm on for hope of eternal life. And so every Sunday we gather, we celebrate this fact, but Easter set aside as that celebrating that first day when Jesus rose from the dead, and every time we gather, we remember that, and it assures us of our salvation. C.S. Lewis, in his book Mere Christianity, said, "Without the resurrection, he, being Jesus, would have been deceived or a deceiver. But his most amazing promise has come true. So how can we not depend on and live by all the rest of his promises?" So knowing that Jesus rose from the dead just like he said he would, gives us assurance of his deity, gives us the assurance of eternal life, and if we put our trust in him, and that really makes it clear to us that everything that Jesus said is true and can be depended on. So I hope and pray that every day that each one of us will look to the Word of God and encounter Jesus there, and just put our full trust in everything that we read. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. What a great start to continue with the Easter service and the Easter word, and just remind folks who the man upstairs really is. My friend, thank you for getting our week started on a very positive note, and I hope it's a great day for you, and look forward to hearing back from you early in the morning there, Reverend.
I look forward to it. Thanks for the opportunity.
See you, buddy. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Reverend Gerald Carnes getting us started from Duncan Memorial, also Center Level Cutoff. Ryan is in there. Ryan Fuller's in there trying to get things cranked up and ready for a big week. I know Robert Gunn will be with us. And Robert, he's one of those guys that has to be out here for an hour with Russell Lance. There's so much to go over, but he knows we ain't going to talk about what he's coming out here to talk about a lot of times. He knows how that game works, but he'll be out here with us from 6:30 to 7:30, and from 7:30 to 8. Mosquitoes will continue to be out here with us. Vivian Autry will be with us, and I reminded Miss Vivian, and even Robert. In fact, I need to start doing that with all of our guests, just to send them a reminder. And I do that with some of our guests, especially when you're not going to be here all day on Thursday and all day on the Friday show.
Yeah,
What'd you do Thursday?
I worked. Let's see. I got up a little bit later than normal, but I woke up.
Yeah, you were harassing me on the show Thursday morning.
Was it Thursday morning I was harassing?
Yeah.
It was. Okay. Might have been. I guess I was in a good mood because I woke up without an alarm clock. Even though I woke up without an alarm clock today, because I woke up, 2 minutes before it's supposed to go off.
Oh, really?
That makes you mad, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, that means your alarm clock's working in your head.
Yeah, Thursday. Did you see it flying around again? Oh my goodness. But I had a good day at work Thursday and Friday. I cooked a bunch of beef tenderloin Friday, and that was a fun afternoon.
Well, I was just telling you about the brisket. Let me tell you what, folks. If you like brisket, the next time you have a gathering, go to Fire Truck Barbecue, and let me tell you, when I went to pick that thing up, it was like the size of a cow. I mean, it was huge. And I asked Led Betty, I said, he said, how many is that you trying to feed? And I said, well, it'd be about 10 or 12 of us. He said, well, it'll feed 30. And he was exactly right. It was huge. Now, when you get that brisket, that big old huge brisket from Fire Truck Barbecue, you got to remember, it's already cooked, so it's frozen. So we picked it up. I picked it up Friday. He said, go ahead and put it in the refrigerator for 2 days. Cook it at 225 for 4 to 5 hours. Now, so it was not quite done after that 4+ hours. So Ellen turned it up. I'm not sure to what, but it was perfect. Junior did the cutting on it. It was hot, and he didn't have any gloves. He trying to hold it and cut it at the same time.
Did you have a fork?
Yeah, well, yeah, he had a fork carving on it, but it was so anyhow. And let me tell you something. I was just trying to think if someone was there that had been out to Texas a good bit. And it had brisket out there because in Texas it's big out there.
Everything's bigger.
Yeah,
in Texas.
you're exactly right. But he said it was better than he'd ever had out in Texas.
Wow,
that's how good. That's how good.
Let me tell you what we ate Saturday. Fried.
We like to talk about food.
Fried. My mama fried fish.
Oh,
her special hush puppies.
oh,
And she cuts her potatoes up into small wedges,
Yeah.
and then she
Yeah, right.
batters them with flour and buttermilk and stuff, and fries those potatoes, and makes her own coleslaw. We ate and we ate and we ate
Yeah.
and we ate. I think I finished eating about 4:30 Saturday. I didn't eat.
what time you start?
Well, I mean, we finished up around 4:30. We didn't start eating about 3 probably, but because it takes a while to cook all that, and part of that was my fault because I didn't put the fish out in time to thaw out enough. So we had to, it's part of we should have eaten earlier, but
You need to do a better job with that.
I know it.
We started out at 61 degrees this morning, 6:11 with our new clock out here. 86 partly cloudy skies today. No rain tonight. 66 overcast because tomorrow, still looking like some rain tomorrow. About a 40% chance of rain, 78, 64. Wednesday, 84 and 65, about a 50% chance of rain. Then going into the Thursday and Friday, 85, 87, 65, and 66. Saturday, looking like a slight chance of rain, 87 and 64, about a 30% chance of rain. The Actually 5-day forecast brought to you by Alex City Marine. They're located on Cherokee Road. They know with April winding up and May coming in, they know things are fixing to change at Alex City Marine as far as the boat outage go. Does that be right? Boat outage going out the door. Would that be the right word? Okay. Alex City Marine.
Our neighbor has a brand new one. Is it Excursion? Is that how you pronounce that?
Excursio. Oh, no, excursion.
Excursion. That thing was pretty. We saw it Saturday. That thing's beautiful.
You can go buy you one today.
Yeah.
Salvation Army. Okay, they say, okay, Easter's over with. Our Easter, well, you know what? We may have a real big sale on Easter whatnots down there. I'm talking about the baskets. I'm talking about the little rabbits and everything you put out for Easter. Go check it out at Salvation Army, which is located at 6800 US 280.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SCC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors is turning it up with some incredible giveaways. 2 VIP tickets to the Morgan Wallen Sand in My Boots Festival and 2 weekend tickets to the Talladega Race. Don't wait. Enter now at calldixie.com. It's fast, easy, and free. Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Doors, bringing you comfort and unforgettable memories since 1908.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
At High Point Insurance Group, we're here for all of life's milestones.
Like when you finally step into your dream home.
And when you drive off in that dream car, we've got you covered.
Or when you hit the water with your new boat.
We're by your side.
High Point Insurance Group.
Protecting you through all of life's high points.
Craving something convenient and delicious? Well, head over to Lake Martin Pizza Company, Highway 63 in Alex City. Lake Martin Pizza on 63 is always serving up mouth-watering pizza made from the freshest ingredients. From classic pepperoni to their signature specials loaded with fresh vegetables and savory meats, there's something for everyone in the whole family. The cozy outdoor dining area is the perfect spot to enjoy a meal together and enjoy live entertainment. Or grab yours to go. Lake Martin Pizza Company on Highway 63, where great food and great times are always just a slice away.
Hey, welcome back to the show on a Monday morning. On a sad note, I know Pope Francis has been under the weather for quite a spell. Pope Francis has passed away. I know it's, of course, he's a man. He is the man. But I know to the Catholic families, the Catholic religion, that's a sad loss. I'm not sure who will replace him. I'm not sure how that works.
Well, I was kind of thinking this morning when I was watching TV and they were talking about it, and I was
88.
I remember when they were elected. Is it elected or appointed? I think there's a few people that elect. They go in there and they get behind closed doors. It's cardinals, and they get together. I want to say there's 21 of them. I think
Really?
I heard that.
Okay.
And it took them a while to name him.
Yeah.
It went on and on and on. You know, they is it white smoke or gray smoke they put out once?
I'll be honest with you.
When they do find the next pope, I think it's white smoke will blow out
Okay.
of the cathedral or something up there.
Yeah.
It's
That's neat what you're saying.
It is. It's pretty cool to watch.
Yeah.
Fox News goes all out on it I remember watching it on that. And speaking of Fox News yesterday, they did something that I couldn't believe that the national media did yesterday. We got home from church and it was, I don't know, 11 o'clock or so. I went in there and turned on, it was probably 11:15, and turned the Fox on. And Michael W. Smith was singing with this young lady, Charity Gale is her name, I think, and they were singing Christian music, and then all of a sudden Franklin Graham starts talking. They did a 30-minute
That Billy Graham's son.
show, and he was out in California where all the neighborhoods burned this past several months ago. And they did a whole show on Easter and Christ for 30 minutes on national TV. It's unusual, real unusual for them to do that.
What's so unusual?
Because they normally don't put the Christian faith out there like that.
Okay.
I mean, they'll talk about it in a segment, but not for a whole 30 minutes. And he kept thanking, Graham kept thanking Rupert Murdoch, who owns Fox News, and his son for allowing them to do that.
Well, they don't live around here then, because we have several services.
I know that. I'm talking about national news.
Well, that's why national
trying to make
news.
a point.
Well, I know national news don't know what they're talking about.
I know.
It's Well, we won't get into that.
Yeah.
Hey, we did something because the whole family was in this weekend. Kenny Jr. and his family, and Samuel, who is 14 years old, is big into cars, from Fast and Furious and all that. So we went to Welborn Car Museum, which is located in downtown Alexander City. Let me tell you something, folks. We even have Alex City Police Department finest Scott Wright even join us, because Alton Freeman, the curator there, he took us on about an hour tour, but we had to have security just to get through. Kenny Jr. loved it. Samuel, of course, was in hog heaven. Nick, because Nick's got a 69 GTO, he loved it. And WW, he would rather have been looking at hay balers and been at Eldine Benton's. But thank you, Alton. Let me tell you something, folks. If you've never been, and this is in downtown Alexander City. People have lived here all their lives, Scott, and you've probably heard folks say, where is Welborn Car Museum? It's in downtown.
They go by it every day.
Yeah, you go by it every day. Yeah. And they will take you on a tour. They do have a gift shop area in there with T-shirts and caps and jackets and all kind of memorabilia. But it is something like I have never seen before. Keep this in mind right here, the K&K Insurance. So here again, if you've ever been by, you'll see a K&K Insurance billboard that's got the Plymouth, I believe, is on that. But that vehicle is on the inside. That vehicle alone is worth $6.5 million. And but every vehicle's got a story behind it, and Alton does a great job. And people come from all over the world to go in there to get that tour.
Main Street or down?
It was Main Street.
Whatever, they had some kind of event in there about a year or two ago, Main Street. And I was a nervous wreck. All those folks in there walking around those cars with their drinks and their food and all that. I was like, ooh, don't spill on that. Don't
Y'all have a 5-year-old that's aboard in there.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to knock one of the signs over, but WW did good. And then Kenny Jr. and I went down to visit my brother, his uncle, Charles Dean, and it was he loves Charles Dean. Reggie was there, so he got to hear a bunch of
he doesn't love
stories.
Reggie.
No, he loves Reggie. And Margaret was down there, but it was I don't know, it was just a great visit. I even because I don't get to spend a lot of time with Kenny Jr. and Leah's two. Samuel is 14, Catherine is 11. I took him through Tidal Wave with me riding, so that was a big thing for me and him to do Saturday morning. But I went shopping at Marshall's with a 11-year-old that loves to shop, and it was. Have you ever done that with Lyndon? Just gone shopping?
Yeah, a long time ago. With her mama, I just had to go sit down. I just had to go sit down.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
She's real particular about what she buys, and even the price. And I'm thinking, wow, that's good.
Well, no, I never looked at it. I said, look at the price tag is the first thing you look at. They just stare at me.
Yeah, but I was really surprised, and I did buy a few things, but she picked up everything in there, and even that Five Below place too. But it was just, and then I got thinking about it. It's this time that I'm going to spend with her and him.
And you mentioned stores that we hadn't had very long, and you were right here in Alex City doing that. You didn't have to drive out of town to do all that. You were right here.
Oh, I know. No, you're exactly
You didn't have to
right.
drive out of town.
You're exactly right. And I wish more people would do that, especially when family comes in like ours. You know, we had the time. Let's do it. Let's do it, folks. I see Robert Gunn in there. He's ready to do it. We'll be right back. Town and Country Cleaners, good morning to you, Reverend. I'm talking about Reverend Emerson Ware invites you by to Town and Country Cleaners. Why I'm saying that, it's under new management, and he is the new management, which is really, really good. Locally operated with over not one, but 2 decades of experience in the laundry and dry cleaning business, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and specials. Ask them about those specials, and this is what they say. We aim to please, and they do. Town and Country, Cherokee Road, right next to Playhouse Cinemas.
I'm Jimmy Goree with Goree's Furniture. We would like to invite you to come shop our huge selection of furniture. But if you don't have time, we have over 2,000 items you can have shipped directly to your home. Go to GoreesFurniture.com, look for 48-hour quick ship. Shop, click, ship, it's just that easy. You can shop us here, or you can shop us online, only at Goree's Furniture.
Your expressway to saving.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory, located 1881 Goodwater Highway, Sylacauga, Alabama, is one of the fastest growing funeral homes in the area. We are pleased to announce the grand opening of our crematory, an expansion that allows us to offer traditional services as well as cremations starting at $8.99, serving Talladega, Coosa, Clay, Tallapoosa, Elmore, and the surrounding region. That's Zion Memorial Funeral Home and Crematory, 256-245-1454.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park. And there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of the citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-6736.
It just thrills my heart when people say, "Oh, Joe, get a new clock out here." So if you've never been out here, you don't know what we're talking about. If you have been out here, you know exactly what we're talking about. This guy right here started talking about this show. October 5th this year will be 30 years Robert Gunn with us with
crazy,
Russell Lands. It
Good
really
morning,
is.
y'all.
Really is.
Yeah, but it still says 19 degrees on it. So.
Well, that's what Scott said. Why has it got Celsius?
How does that convert to Fahrenheit?
But
I just really thought that
Monday.
I just thought it had blown a fuse and the red one had just gone multicolored. But it's actually got the right time on it.
We did this time. We did this. Yeah,
starting close.
Yeah. Oh, there. Oh, now. Oh.
We're going to change it on the air. Way to go, Ryan.
Celsius to Fahrenheit. There you go. Thank you, buddy.
So 66.2 degrees.
0.2 degrees.
But
I thought it had that 0.2 on it.
It's got Monday on it. It's got AM on it. It's got the date on it. So I guess we just going to start going with Celsius. You know, with you coming out here today.
Or centigrade.
Or centigrade, yeah.
One or the other. They're interchangeable.
But we think about what's coming up.
It ain't wrong.
Memorial Day is right around the corner.
Just have our own conversation.
But May the 2nd is next weekend?
It's the weekend after next.
That's right. Okay, yeah. But on the town green.
This weekend and then the next weekend. Yeah. I'll get there in a minute.
But I think about you starting out Friday on the green with a favorite around here,
right?
Russell Craig. Let's just start right there.
Well, you know, Russell has been a part of our Friday on the Green series and has done a lot of other events for us over the past several years. And actually, he's going to start May for us and is going to finish May for us because he's doing a full band show Memorial Day weekend for us. So, but Russell Craig will start things off on May 2nd for our first Friday on the Green. And for those of you who've never been, please come and join us. That's a shot from from the Russell Lands calendar. You can find out all the events that are going on at Russell Lands just by going to russelllands.com and then click the events tab. It's right there. See the cursor hit that spot and it'll it'll show you all the things that are coming up from Friday on the Green to this weekend's in-water boat show at the Ridge Marina. So. A lot of things going on. A lot of things are on the calendar, and that's one of the things that I do on Monday is to make sure that everything that's coming up is on there. I haven't put yoga on there yet. Yoga will start Memorial Day weekend on the green. So just a lot of things that are about to start happening around the whole area, really.
Let's back up and go with the in-water boat show first, because that's important.
That happens this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and all that goes on. There's a little blurb about it. You can find it on the event page as well. 9 to 5, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There'll be close to 100 boats in the water and close to 100 boats on the land for you to come out and take a demo ride and kick the tires on those sitting on land. And
will it be at Kalijah?
It will be at the Ridge Marina.
Okay, yeah.
It's been there for probably since the Ridge Marina was built and put into play. But just most of the staff from the marinas will move over to the Ridge for the weekend, so there'll be plenty of people to talk to you about boats and personal watercraft and all the accessories that go along with it. So it's just a really cool event. There'll be a food trailer or two on site, and sometimes for the in-water boat show, there are special deals available, but I'm not privy to those, but all you got to do is come down and take a look, and people will be glad to talk to you. And if you're not serious about buying a boat or serious about buying a boat, we'll be glad to have you to come down and take a look.
Well, the way I look at that kind of kicks it off. I mean, the water is up. People are starting to come down here. Even this with Easter weekend, people started coming down here. A lot of folks are just finding out about Lake Martin. Are you running into that a lot?
We find out that there are a lot of people from out of the region, I guess, and I look at the region as probably Birmingham here, Montgomery. That kind of covers a nice little demographic circle.
Do you throw Atlanta in there?
Yeah, Atlanta, we're seeing more people from that area come this way. People that have gotten tired of the beach are settling their places on the beach and moving to Lake Martin. And
let me interrupt you right there. Isn't that crazy
when
you
interrupt?
But it just blows my mind when you say that.
Yeah.
Because the beach, they'd rather live or have a place here on Lake Martin. That's such a huge compliment. That's why I had to throw that in.
Yeah, and it is, but you think about it. Weather has forced that to happen too. Hurricanes and those types of things.
Insurance because of that weather.
Yeah, have caused people to look for alternatives, and fortunately for those of us that are in the dirt selling business, they are taking a look at Lake Martin and are coming up here. So that's a cool thing, and that's part of the reason why we do a number of the things that we do, are for those people that you go to the beach and there's a lot to do down there, and we want the same thing here, and there is a lot to do around here. People go, there's nothing to do in the city. Well,
I don't hear that.
Let me my calendar will just take a look at that, and then with the things that we do, and then the things that Explore Lake Martin, the tourism people are doing, and there are a ton of venues. When we first started Friday on the Green, there were like 2 of us that were doing live music around here, and now it's really kind of neat.
You got a choice.
That you've got such a choice, and there's so many talented people in this area that can kind of fill the slots when you start looking for musicians and singers and whatnot to come and fill 17 weeks of music for us at Friday on the Green.
Quality.
And it's quality.
Yeah.
I get calls all the time. I get emails all the time from people all over the place wanting to come, and unfortunately, there's some musicians that I can't bring back every year because that I would like to, but I just don't have slots for it, and I like to.
Good problem.
To turn it over and bring in people that I think are quality and might go somewhere one day. And then there are the local favorites like. I'm not starting naming names because we started with Russell Craig, but there's Suzanne Schultz is around all the time, and Jonathan Bloom is always a crowd favorite, and Richard Murray does a great job, and like I said, I'm not going to start naming names.
Well, let's go back to Russell Craig, because I want to tell you what Russell Craig's daytime job is. Russell Craig is, I'm not sure if it's legally blind. Okay, legally blind. But he plays off that like Ray Charles does, a little Stevie Wonder does. They play off that. But he works up in Talladega with the School of the Blind, and he's just a good guy on stage and off stage.
Got a very dry sense of humor. if you're one-on-one with him, it's and I appreciate it. He'll do stuff on the stage. I just shake my head. That's pre-show and after show. But when he's doing his thing, he's very professional and does a really good job. And he's a writer, and he'll throw in some original music along the way. And then, everybody likes cover music too for some reason. There was one weekend, and I still do it on our Memorial Day weekend and our Labor Day weekend. I'll bring in bands that do all original music. It gives them a chance to put their music in front of people, and some of it, actually most of it, is pretty good. But then I get yelled at for not bringing in a cover band. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. No, seriously, some woman got in my face one time about we came to hear cover music. It's like, well, but these people are good. And this song might take off.
She didn't want to hear that though, did she?
No. So, and I think about it. Now we try to give people what they want. So this year, the openers are cover bands and the closers are original music. So you can come hear your favorite covers, and if you want to hang around for some good original music, that's okay too.
Let's go back to the 60s, A House That Rides in the Sun, the Animals made popular. Russell Craig will take that song and throw a little bit of animal type sound to it, but he makes it his own song, as he does so many of his songs. So
he said he was going to sing Prince one night, and I went, "You going to do a Prince song?" Yeah.
Yeah,
he did a good job.
But he can, man.
He did a really good job.
So yeah.
No, it's
and even Scott, his stuff that he does, it's really good quality. And I don't get out often, but the Christmas show that y'all did at CAC this year was really super. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Keeps on growing.
So yeah, just a lot of. And it's all local talent. Michael Richardson was playing guitar for you, and his band's going to play for us this year at Friday on the Green. So, there's just lots of talent and lots of people to grow from.
Do y'all always have it on first weekend in May?
Friday on the Green?
Yeah,
we started doing that a couple of years ago.
Okay, I don't know why I thought you kicked it off Memorial Day weekend.
I think originally the very first years, it was the holiday weekends. Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, okay, Labor Day.
And then July the 4th and Labor Day, and we would throw in, we'd make sure we did one a month, basically, but they were geared toward the holiday weekends. And then we added the stage, and people asked for more, and, I got texts over the weekend, when's the first Friday on the Green?
They're ready.
So people get ready for it, and they enjoy it, and I think that's pretty cool. There's no pressure. You come out, you bring your cooler, you bring your lawn chair, you can bring we encourage you to bring the entire family.
If they spray the grass, they don't have mosquitoes biting me on top of the head out there. That's a good thing.
I do go out
free.
and fog, and everything's free.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go to Catherine's and buy stuff, that's fine. If you want to go have a sit-down meal at Fanny's and come out, and you can do that.
Fanny's.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that some
Okay,
too.
we'll do that when we come back. Lake Martin-Dayville Area Chamber of Commerce, they have the quarterly meeting and luncheon coming up. That's going to be May the 14th at noon. Luncheon sponsored by Lake Area Realty and Blackberry Breeze. Your guest speaker will be SCORE. So we'll find out more about that as the time gets closer. Get in touch with Molly there at 256-825-4019 for more information.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
On Lake Martin, there's so much to do, but if golf is your sport, you got to get to the all-new Stillwaters Country Club. We offer the region's best course and facility for only $40 per round and cart weekly, and an amazing $45 for weekend play. Make sure to inquire on any of our membership options, including full family, senior, student, or just spouse, options that offer true value for your golfing pleasure. Book your round today at 256-825-1353 and enjoy one of the region's best courses with top-notch service. Stillwaters Country Club, open to the public, golf, dine, and enjoy anytime.
Porch Feed and Seed covers both sides of the road in downtown Dayville. Incredible selection of plants, stones, insecticides, and gift selection in the additional part. Our original store has tack and boots for men, women, and children, gloves, hats, belts, and Carhartt clothing. Come on in and visit. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience with a whole lot of service. Porch Feed and Seed, downtown Dayville, Alabama.
Serving East Central Alabama since 2005, we are Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical of Sylacauga. Coosa Valley Respiratory has medical equipment and supplies, including oxygen-to-home ventilation services. We carry a full line of bracing, power chairs, scooters, and more. And when you trust Coosa Valley Respiratory, you are dealing with local people that care about your well-being. Providing quality home care for our community, Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort William, Sylacauga. Give us a call at 256-245-1411.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Come on in on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Not everyone can be an original, but when it comes to your residential and commercial plumbing needs, depend on the Lake's original plumbing company, Lake Plumbing. Since 1990, Lake Plumbing has served the Lake Martin, Alex City, Dadeville, and eclectic areas with professional plumbing services. And Lake Plumbing is now offering the industry's best in-home water filtration units from the industry's best water filters. Pentair. Call 334-301-3328 today and trust the region's original plumbers. Lake Plumbing. 334-301-3328.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, home owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging, help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, Lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449. .6:45. Why not give the time? Because I can. And it's right. Robert Gunn with us out here with Russell Land, just kind of going over.
But if you're watching the replay, it may not be 6:45. Right?
No, but one or two ain't bad.
When I think of Skittles when I see the time there. Trust the rainbow.
Yeah.
Skittles.
Oh well.
The Friday on the Green has made such a big name for itself, and people. You just said it a while ago, when you're trying to find or get artists or bands or whatever, you've got a great choice. Now you got to turn them away because they found out what kind of exposure they can get.
They do, and I had a band reach out to me that I didn't invite last year, and I think I made them mad. It wasn't really my intention.
Yeah. You only got so many weekends.
I've only got so many slots, and I tried going into October one year, and we got 30 people there, and it's just
it's football season.
It's just,
but
when you get to October, the weather is perfect.
I know,
I know. But anyway, we tried it, and we gave it a shot, and for us, Friday on the Green's kind of been a learning experience on our side of what you asked us. You asked me a while ago about when you thought it started Memorial Weekend, and we used to do them on the holidays, and now. Because of the demand and because people are here, why not go ahead and do the entire month? So we do the entire month of May through the entire month of September now. And September is a good month for people who, may not be interested in football or that type of thing.
But it's just Friday night.
But it's just Friday night, and people are still, the lake stays up. During regular seasons through mid-October, so there's still opportunity to come down and get on the lake and enjoy it. And unless we have a couple of cold days, and the 1st of October, September doesn't typically get cool, you can still enjoy the lake. And actually, the color starts looking pretty nice out there in October, and the lake's still up. So why not come down and enjoy it?
When do you start booking?
January. I actually try to have it booked out in January. I used to wait until I got through the Russell Forest Run, which is always the last Saturday in February. But it goes back to what we were talking about with the opportunities for other people to play and all the other venues now that allow and invite live music and that type of thing. It's not like I'm saying that, there are people looking for good musicians just like I am. And if you don't do it early,
you're right.
So, so that's, and it also gives me a chance to bring in people that don't normally play here. So, try to mix it up. And I had somebody one year go, well, the last 5 weeks have been country, and it's like, no, and I name them off. I try to rotate, and I try to get it where it's not the same thing week after week.
You're not going to win.
It's not.
You're not going to win.
Do you have a polka band coming or anything? No polka.
Do you know a good one?
No.
That might go over very well.
That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but we try to keep it as family friendly as we can, and there are certain genres of music that I don't consider to be totally family friendly. So,
and you make that clear to those bands or those artists before they come in.
For the people that I write contracts on for our bigger shows, I always put all ages, no profanity, or no spoken profanity. I don't necessarily ask them to change lyrics.
Right.
I have asked one band over the years not to play a certain song, and they were fine doing that because I asked a month in advance. I didn't wait till the day of, because they told me, said, if you'd waited till the day, we would have done it twice. You know,
really,
yeah, just yeah, and not being ugly about it, but they are
part of
that was their way of saying we really appreciate you doing everything up front and letting us know what's going on. So, but yeah, for contracts, and I see most of the contracts for Jazz Fest still, and I see most of the contracts for Lake Martin songwriters.
Let me ask you something. Is that something you've learned since you've been in this? Because I don't mean just be throwing this at you, but you do an excellent job, and this is not an easy job what you do.
Well, and when your retinas get holes in them, like mine have done this past year, it gets even harder to read the fine print. But you know, they'll sneak stuff in a contract, like a tuned grand piano. Well, they have no use for a grand piano, but it's in contracts. That's one of the first things I look for. And then they'll sneak in, everything will be arbitrated in the state of Wyoming. Well, no, it's going to not be arbitration. It's going to be this, and it's going to be in the state of Alabama.
You had to get Steve Forehand to help you?
Steve Forehand used to do all of our contracts, and I started going through them myself and sending them down to him, and he was like, you're covering everything. So if there's something new that I'm not really sure of, I'll send it down to him. But
that's
great. Steve stays pretty busy too.
Sure.
So and again, dealing or working with the Chamber on Jazz Fest and tourism on songwriters. It's you know, it's good to have that type of. It's good to have a couple of different eyes on a contract because you miss things. And the print, y'all, is tiny. You know, thing about computers. Computers now is you can enlarge the screen.
Yeah.
But I like to have it in front of me, and I like to be able to just go through like this. And people go, you strike through it, and you don't send it back to them to correct. It's like, no, go down to Kalijah Restaurant and go in and look on the wall. There's a Hank Williams Senior contract that's in a frame that's this big, and you can see where he even or his people even scratched through and marked through. So yeah,
wow,
you know, that's
history.
It's just, and that goes back years. So it hadn't just started with us marking out Wyoming, and you know, and I get kind of picky about some of the hospitality rider things that I'll strike.
That goes back, what you're talking about, Hank Williams, you're talking about 70-plus years going back.
Yeah.
I remember we had a band at Jazz Fest years ago, and we were at South Trust, but still South Trust. We had it downtown right there at the bank, you know, and Fabulous Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Their hospitality rider thing, they had to have so many towels, they were tall boy, say Budweiser's or whatever, you know. It's a certain type of bottled water. You couldn't just have great value water.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they were so picky.
Yeah.
That disappoints you in a band or an individual when you see that or you see that.
Well, it's very common. So
it's like
who do they think they are?
I had a band come through one year at the amphitheater, and it was Tonic. And they were super easy to work with. They were great, but their contract called for Johnny Walker something. Now, a couple of the Johnny Walker labels are cheaper than the others, and some are way more expensive than the others. And I usually don't do brown alcohol, bourbons and scotches and whiskeys. I just don't, because I've had people get stupid on stage.
Yep.
After and it's usually brown alcohol that's involved.
Yeah.
So they've been so easy to work with, and so I went to the local ABC store and went in and asked them if they had the Johnny Walker, whatever it was, blue. And they went, yeah, we keep it on the shelf back here behind the counter, and it was $245.
Wow.
And I went, was going to be nice, but I'm not going to be that nice.
No,
And they
yeah.
didn't say a word about
Yeah.
it, but it wasn't there. A lot of times, if I
trying you,
I find that if I mark it off the hospitality part of the rider, and I talk to their tour person during the advance, which is usually 7 to 10 days out from the event, and tell them what I'm going to do. I've had them bring it in themselves.
Yeah.
So, I can't stop that.
It's communication.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do with all these folks. Look, we ain't through with him, or he's
We hadn't
not.
started.
Page 2, up next. $6:54 is the time early in the morning. Breakfast is being served at Coon's Corner Deli right now. But for lunch today, country fried steak, mashed potatoes, mixed greens, butter beans, carrots, English peas, corn, and bread pudding. Folks, that's all under one roof. That's Coon's Corner Roof, Hillaby Street.
Worthy and Mitchell Insurance now has the Cancer Answer. Our plans cover radiation and chemo treatments, surgery benefits, skin cancer. 30 specified diseases are covered. Our plan also has a return of premium benefit if not used. Call Skipper Worthy or Terry Mitchell today.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
Morning obituaries are provided by Radney and Langley Funeral Home this morning. Mr. Melvin Wayne Stinchcomb, 74, of Alexander City, passed away April 18th, and he was surrounded by his loved ones. A private celebration of life will be held in his memory at a later date. Radney Funeral Home in charge of those services. As always, our hearts, our prayers, and our thoughts are going out to these folks who have lost loved ones over the past few days. Obituaries again brought to you by Radney and Langley Funeral Home.
Worthy and Mitchell Insurance is now offering medical insurance. We offer $5 million lifetime maximum per policy. You can customize a plan to fit your healthcare and budget needs. Use any doctor or hospital of your choice. Call Skipper Worthy or Terry Mitchell today.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City. Caring Transitions of Lake Martin, located in the old DHR building in downtown Dayville. Owner Randy Weaver wants you to experience the Caring Transitions difference, providing local and national relocation, packing and resettling, downsizing and decluttering, liquidation, online estate auctions, traditional estate sales. Call Caring Transitions of Lake Martin today, 334-703-5050.
This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk and 100% success with Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. With 0% financing on all our Mahindra tractors, many with up to 84-month terms. Our inventory of Mahindra tractors and farm implements is beefed up, and more are coming in daily. We also have extended 0% terms on Spartan mowers to handle your mowing needs with the best and zero-turn mowers priced to move. At Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Say hello to Zaxby's Southern Fried Shrimp. You can shrimp it on a salad, shrimp it with fingers, or shrimp it in buffalo sauce. At Zaxby's, there's no wrong way to shrimp. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
I believe it's the first time I've ever asked a guest, do you have any, which way you want to go right now? He said, we can try. Robert Gunn with us out here. That's all he's doing is just trying.
Just trying to get through my short list.
Well, you know, of course, we're starting with on the green, May the 2nd, which is 2 weeks away, so we're right around the corner. And we'll be promoting it, all of these here on the front porch. So
Appreciate
you got the
that.
in-water this month.
In-water boat show is this weekend.
This weekend.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Ridge Marina. You know, come, you know, I say kick the tires.
I know.
But,
well,
you know, that's what you do in a car lot. On a boat lot, you come in and you jump in the boat and you go out and you demo it. And there will be close to 100 boats in the water.
Wow.
Close to 100 boats on land. There's a Sea-Doo demo area that you can come out and try a Sea-Doo. You know, before you can get out and drive a boat, though, make sure you do have a license because it's important.
Sure.
There are fines if you don't have a license. And remember, the rules changed this year. If you go under a bridge now, you better be idling.
Yeah.
Or there's warnings coming your way.
Or 100 feet from shoreline.
Yeah. You just need to go and check the rules. Yeah. Check the rules because it does apply to bridges. And if you are in a narrow slough, if you come within 100 feet of shoreline. I think those are the rules. Look them up. Don't depend on me because I don't live in that world.
Lake Martin Resource Association, you can go there and some other places
Go
too.
there, and Lake Martin Boaters has a slot.
Yeah,
or you can go to Aaliyah and go to the Marine Patrol Division, and the rules will be there too. So I know they've been stopping people. I don't think they're writing tickets yet. But when I crossed Kalijah Bridge before I went to Birmingham on Saturday, there were boats just full speed under Kalijah Bridge, and that is a ticket zone now. So just be aware of that.
I'm talking about Fanny's Gold Mine.
And that's on my list too. Look, we're working on my list now.
Okay.
We're going to check off the in-water boat show, and now we're going to talk about Fanny's.
But because Fanny's is kind of going under.
Fanny's,
I'll turn it over to you.
we closed for a couple of weeks. We changed the menu at Fanny's. We opened the doors a couple of years ago as Fanny Gold Mine Diner.
Tell them where it is.
It's in Russell Crossroads. And Russell Crossroads, if you've never been, it's where our Friday on the Green is. It's where the stables are. It's where Springhouse Restaurant is. It's where Catherine's Market is. It's about 13 miles south of Alexander City on Highway 63.
It's closed.
If you make it.
We need to tell them.
Well, it's not closed yet.
Yeah. But the directions are going to be a little bit different.
The directions will be different beginning one day soon.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you make it to Kalijah Bridge, then turn around and come back about 2.8 miles north of Kalijah Bridge. So it's a great little community. We started out there with Catherine's and Springhouse, the first couple of buildings, the Discovery Center, which is a great building with history in the back of it, of the lake, from the Bensons through Russell Corporation, through the dam, through Children's Harbor, and other things that happened along the lake. There's even a picture of several youngsters playing golf at Central Alabama Community College back when it was the Alex City Golf Course. So Dr. Ed Lamberth was one of those that are in that picture. Several, they were young looking in that picture. So, you just kind of come down and give that a walk. There are agents in the building Tuesday through Saturday, I believe. So it's neat. But anyway, Fanny's is located right at the entrance to Russell Crossroads. It's a super building. It's kind of gray in color. There's a great shot of it there.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Wow.
And so the menu has changed. The interior has changed a little bit. We added some color to the walls.
Is it just Fanny's now?
It's just Fanny's.
Oh, okay. Because that F is new, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The logo's changed. They added a bar. You can see right there serving some margaritas or whatever. The menu has changed. Used to, when you walked in Fanny's, you walked up to the counter, you ordered, they gave you a number, you went to your seat, and now it's seated. You walk in the door, there's a hostess stand. You'll be taken to your table, and the waitress will come over and offer, with the menus and talk about it. There's a great lawn on the backside.
Oh, wow.
But it's just a really cool building. We got with a guy named Michael Panapinto, who I met years ago. He was a booking agent for some of the bands that we used actually on the town green for our RXR Fest. And I walked in and shook his hand and went, "We've never met, but I know you."
I'll be darned.
"Oh, I know you too." So we talked shop for a while, but we have added some acoustical panels in the building to keep it from echoing.
Do we have artists in there?
No, but the panels are, you know how they did First Baptist Church with the gray panels to stop it when you clapped your hand where it echoed through the whole building? Well, we've done that, but we added images to the panels, so it looks like pictures hanging on the wall, but they're serving two purposes. It's added color, it's added a little warmth to the building, and when you do this, it doesn't echo.
Really? There's not a picture of Kenny on one of them.
No.
Okay. I'll sign it for you.
Okay. Well, we've got to change a few of them because we're going to add some more pictures to it. So send me your best.
I don't have one. Let me ask you this: why the change of name? Because I like Gold Mine.
Yeah.
Did not fit.
It was part of the rebranding process was to change the name a little bit.
Okay.
Fanny Gold Mine Diner was a great choice for a name, but I think Fanny's is going to work better. We shortened it and added a tagline, which is really a cool tagline for Fanny's. It's where neighbors become friends, and I think that's.
I like that.
People were calling it Fanny's anyways because it's short.
Yeah. It had just kind of gone to that. It had been shortened down, and there were other names for it. Fannie Mae's I heard quite often, so just Fanny's is still the history of it is. There's a map in the back as one of the acoustic panels of the lake, and there's a description of Fanny's at the bottom of it that tells you the history of the place. So. So new menu, and by adding menu and hostess and seating and a bar, the name change just kind of evolved as well.
Does Fanny's have you say the changing the menu? What kind of menu?
There's a really haven't tried it yet, but there's a really good looking ribeye on there.
Ooh.
I've had the salmon that was really good. The crab cakes, and there's still the sandwiches. Look at that steak right there.
Oh my goodness. How about breakfast? Is it breakfast?
Breakfast is still served. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, breakfast and lunch.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Ooh, so try that.
And they're closed Tuesday and Wednesday. That's their weekend. So breakfast is kind of a thing. People love their breakfast, and I have seen pictures posted on Facebook of people eating breakfast down there with the change. So it's just something that we're excited about, and hopefully we reopened last week.
Timing's great.
So people are coming in, and I was down there. We bought a couple of pieces of furniture, and we were placing that, and people were coming in and asking some of the same questions you've asked, but they were seated, and one guy that I know from Birmingham was sitting there, and he had the salmon on his plate. And it was getting cold because I was talking to him, so I used to wait so he could still enjoy while it was warm. But yeah, hand ice cream milkshakes is a new addition, and I mentioned the bar where you can get a fanny whacker.
Fanny whacker.
Instead of a bushwhacker, it's a fanny whacker.
I love it.
So there's some neat things that have happened down there.
But you were talking about the ice cream. That's just something simple that will go over big.
Oh,
it's just a simple thing.
I haven't tried one yet, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't, but
I'll go ahead.
But I will, just because I love ice cream and I love a good handmade milkshake. So those are going to be available. The bar area has multiple televisions, so the games will be on when those happen, and just a different little atmosphere, we think.
Well, I think the timing's right. People are excited about coming to our area, and again, Fanny's is not on the water. Catherine's Market is not
water.
Huh?
There are docks that you can come up to down in a little docking area. There's a phone number on the chalkboard, which come down, pick you up in a shuttle, and bring you up. So you can boat over anytime. Well, during season anyway.
Okay.
When the lake goes down, it's kind of hard to get back in there.
We're gonna be right back.
We're gonna talk about stuff too.
Oh, Doc's Cafe. Oh, my goodness life. It's a brand new day. Monday it is at Doc's Cafe. Breakfast is being served right now. This is your choice at Doc's menu for at the cafeteria at Russell Medical. Hamburgers or half barbecue chicken, potato wedges, fried squash, baked beans, green beans, and your soup of the day is chicken and dumplings. That's at Doc's Cafe.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Passion. The obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Integrated Massage of Alexander City is located at 119 Madison Street behind the old Chamber of Commerce. Destiny Goble is the owner, says come on out for outcome-based treatment plans, pain relief, focused areas, relaxation, cupping therapy, hot stones. Remember, rewind, reset, recover. Make an appointment today at Integrative Massage of Alexander City, 256-252-7644.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Lake Martin Garden Shop just got this from the mayor of New Site Field Blasting Games. He said starting today and running through Mother's Day, Lake Martin Garden Shop giving 10% discount on all planters and pottery. Now, let me tell you something. They have a great selection of both of them. And if you don't believe me, I want you to go by and check it out today. They're open 9 to 5 today, Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 on Saturday, and 1 to 4 on Sunday afternoon. That's Lake Martin Garden Shop, Highway 63. Come on back in here and join us. Robert Gunn going over a lot of things. We've gone from all Friday on the Green, starting May the 2nd, to Fanny's is I don't say a brand new restaurant, but it's brand new name, new branding. I like all that.
New branded.
And then you got Kalijah Restaurant, which is literally on the lake.
It is. So there are plenty of good food options.
Oh man!
In our hospitality division now with Springhouse, and Catherine's and Fanny's and Kalijah, all great spots to go and grab a good meal.
You know what I wish I had right now from Kalijah? Some onion rings.
About that too.
I know. I'm talking about
that big around.
There. If you like onion rings, if you've never been to Kalijah, which is on the lake, and it's just got atmosphere. That's why I can't wait to go into Fanny's to feel that atmosphere.
Go and feel the atmosphere. Go down there today if you have a chance, or check the website for hours.
Yeah. Of course, it's all brand new right now.
Yeah.
What's next on your list?
Well, we're just cranking along. Yoga on the Green starts Memorial Day.
Okay.
Barbara Sokol is back with us again this year. Thank you, Miss Barbara. And Abby Brown Glass is on board, and hopefully we'll have one other person leading yoga this year for us.
I turned them down. They were going to ask me to do it, and I just said no, I couldn't do it.
Doing the little plank things and
yeah.
Are you seeing that grow?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm hearing that growth.
Yeah, it's a free event. It's done every Saturday morning from Memorial Day to Labor Day, 7 o'clock till about 8 o'clock on the town green at Russell Crossroads. It's free. Just bring your mat and your water bottle. And they, when we were having 3 or 4 people, that's great. We've even had people come out in the rain and continue to do the yoga in the rain. So up to about 30, 35 people out there, especially on the holiday weekends.
Let me say something about yoga. Now, I'm not doing it yet, but let me tell you, as we get older, you better think seriously about doing it. It's really good exercise for you.
Yeah, and probably should have started it when we were a lot younger.
I know.
I agree. I agree.
Because, I think about my granddaddy. When he would back up, he would...
Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
And I kind of see myself doing this. Fortunately for us, there's a camera in the back and a screen, but it doesn't cover the whole area. But I remember him, kind of hopping around to turn around to back up. And at least he did turn and look. But yeah, yoga kind of keeps you loose.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because let
Yeah.
me tell you something, folks that are still driving and you have that issue, you better think about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You sure don't need to be having a wreck because you can't turn your head.
Your head. That's exactly right. So yoga will start. Everybody's encouraged to do that, and we'll put all this stuff we'll end up on our events page as soon as I get. I'll start adding those actually today. Memorial Day weekend is going to be huge as always for us. Art on the Lake, we picked up a couple of years ago. It's turned into a really nice arts and crafts show for us. That will be, and I don't have the dates, but it's Memorial Weekend. You know, it's the last full weekend of there's a good shot of Art on the Lake and some of the artwork that has been there in the past. We'll do 2 tents, and they'll both be full. Actually, we're talking about growing a little bit outside of the tent this time, with people bringing their own timber tins, because we've run out of space underneath with all the artists that want to come in. And it's quality. It's not, our goal is to make sure that it's made by those who are there showing. So you can't pick it up and see made in on the bottom of it. It's all made by people, that have a woodworking shop or a studio or get out in their living room and make and paint.
That's not a one-day event either.
Art on the Lake is 2 days.
Okay.
It's Saturday and Sunday of Memorial Weekend. Friday and Saturday we'll do music from 6:30 to 9:30. Friday night, 6:30 to 9:30 on Saturday night.
Okay.
So, it's an all-day long thing on Saturday. Starts at 9 with Art on the Lake both days and is over with by 4 o'clock both days, Saturday and Sunday of Memorial Weekend. So, for those who are going, well, what are the dates, Robert? Well, let me just give you the dates, because I have an old school calendar now.
Me too.
Just something that I've gone back to. But Memorial Weekend this year is the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and Memorial Day is on the 26th this year. So it seems a little bit early. But the 23rd and 24th, we call it RXR Fest. The 25th, 24th, and 25th is Art on the Lake, and it's just another fun-filled weekend of events going on. Good music. Yeah.
I've got you. I'm going to ask you after the show about looking at that Thursday pre-record, because we're going to use that pre-record for Friday.
Okay.
We're also going to use it for Monday.
Okay.
So maybe we can hit all that.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you about that.
But RXR Fest for us this year is the Bank Walkers and Webb Wilder on Friday night and Russell Craig Band.
Webb Wilder.
Yeah.
Is that a band or is that a person?
It's a person with a band.
I love the name.
Yeah, he's
local.
He's not local.
Okay.
He's coming in from South Carolina, maybe.
Webb Wilder.
Yep, Webb Wilder, and yeah. So
tell him I said hello.
But he's a good. I think he's more bluesy, but some Americana. He's older. He's older than I am, but I've listened to his music, and he just really
does he jump like this?
He hadn't gotten that far yet.
Okay.
And Russell Craig will be with us on Saturday. He'll open the show, and I'm drawing a blank.
Okay, it's all right.
On golly.
Well, so we'll
I started drawing Social Security this year. So.
Oh, yeah. How sweet is that?
I don't know.
You not got your first check yet?
No. But
they come on Wednesdays.
Yeah. So how is that?
Somebody told me.
How is that?
Oh, it's sweet. It's the only time of the month we have any money in the bank.
Oh yeah. So anyway, so we've got some really good music both nights, and Connor Kelly and I don't have an earpiece. Connor Kelly and the Time Warp will be. They were actually here a couple of years ago. Did a super job. Had a great following, and they'll be back on Saturday night of Memorial Day weekend and Art on the Lake. And then I'm excited that Jason Rogoff is bringing Black Jacket Symphony back this year.
That's in June.
They're doing a show June 7th. It's the Eagles Hotel California. That's a lot of fun. He's doing 3 productions out there this year. July the 19th is Mark Martell. He does a great Queen show. So it's produced by the same people that bring you Black Jacket Symphony. So that'll be good too. A lot of chatter about Mark Martell and how he did front Black Jacket Symphony doing a Queen show, and now he's doing this thing on his own. So that's going on, and July 4th will be here, and fireworks, and Taylor Hicks is coming back to the amphitheater, and it's just going to be a lot of fun.
You brought up something about people why is it all country? Why is it this? Why is it cover songs or not cover songs? You got to remember that a lot of these acts that come in, they have a following. It's not just us going to see them. They got people coming from out of town.
They do. And when Connor was here before, one of the editors at TPI was a young fellow that had just gotten out of college and came here, and he saw Connor Kelly's name and went crazy. He said, I love that band.
Wow.
So it was, just kind of neat. There's so much music and so many neat things going on this summer. Don't forget Lake Martin Songwriters Festival. Go ahead and put that down on your calendar.
Last week in July.
July 24th through the 27th. And there's some exciting news coming out about that really soon. Right, Vivian?
Boy, that's good timing right there.
What a segue.
Thank you so much for coming out here.
Well, thanks a bunch. Well, I'll come back and, we'll carry on a little further down the list.
I think you did pretty doggone good this time.
You covered it.
Well, we didn't. Yeah, we did.
Bring that thing back again, okay?
Yeah.
You wrote it big enough where I can see it, too. I can see your notes.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We'll get more of the story from Vivian Autry up next. Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama. Let's talk windshield wipers today. Now, why I bring that up, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. There ain't nothing worse than a bad set of windshield wipers. They're just aggravating. I can't put them on because they just swish, and I throw them out in the road. Have them put on correctly at Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton today.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that contain any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Alexander City, Alabama, it's that time of year again, and I hope you're ready. It's the 9th annual Blues in the Park, Saturday, May the 17th at Strand Park, Park Place, Alexander City, Alabama. And performing live is Pastor Derek the Changeman Smith, Joe D and Band, T-Man, Gwinnevette, Miss Poochie, Honey Girl and J Fly Barber, SSK with TT Baker, Janelle the Sexy Diva of Southern Soul, Wasted Time, Bad News, Taiwan, and many, many more. Tents and coolers welcome, no grill. Tent set up 10 a.m. Showtime at 2 p.m. And sponsors, if you want to be a part of this good event, call 256-496-1958 or 256-794-5361. It's the official 9th annual Blues in the Park, Saturday, May the 17th. Come in peace and leave in peace, and don't miss this event.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
.31 on the new clock this morning with Vivian Autry out here. It's been a while since she's been out here because she likes Miami.
I'm so sorry.
I just had to throw it in there. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great.
So busy, but good.
I know. Where do we start? I mean, you with all the irons you have in so many fires, what fire do we start with first?
Well, let's talk about the Mitchell house a little bit.
Okay, yeah. I was just over there the other day. I had to carry a big rabbit back to Danny Hayes that left out here on the show, stuffed rabbit.
Okay.
And went over there just the other day, and that's an old house too, 1870s,
yes,
I believe.
Right across the street from us. Yep.
WW, my grandson was with me. So it was just a neat house, and then right across is 1835 Mitchell house.
That's it.
Boy, you done a lot of work down there still.
We have. We just got through finishing up the parking lot, so we doubled the parking lot recently, which is great.
Needed that.
Yep, added a sidewalk. We still can park at the church, which is about, I'd say a little more than a half a block, but not much more than that.
When it was 38 degrees outside and I rode in the golf cart back, it was cold that night.
See, yeah. So we added a sidewalk and more parking lot. Super excited about that. And let's see, what else have we done? We add, little things like we added a new warming oven to listening to the caterer's feedback. Hey, if we had a warming oven, that would be that would help us.
Right.
Things like that. So we've added little things along just to try to make it that much better.
But see, you say the little things, but then you add a huge thing with the extra room that seats 150 to 200 folks. That's huge. That's a huge thing.
Yeah. So
but you got to have those little extras to accommodate the big part, right?
Yep. So it's kind of hard to believe. May 1st last year was when we first started. That was day one of building the new building. And
you really did it in a hurry.
We did. We did it in 11 weeks, which was, made me even grayer than I am today. And it about put me over the edge. But we got it done.
Yeah.
Great. It turned out amazing. And now we've just kind of the last 9-10 months, all we've done is like, okay, what else can we do to make it better? And listen to our people that have rented from us, or the caterers that come in and do things. What can we do to make it just a little bit better? So
they see things. I'm sorry, they see things that you don't see. A lot of times it's right in front of you.
And I'm not a caterer.
They do it. I mean, they do it all the time.
Yeah.
They have their hands in there. They know what's kind of the setups are best. Sometimes.
Oh yeah. So like the event that he catered for the chamber, you know, in my mind, I thought he'd want to be in the kitchen in the actual house, and he was like, nope, I want to be in the what we call it a prep kitchen. I want to be in the prep kitchen, and I need a table, and I need this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that made so much sense, and he just and all that food went straight out.
So is that where you got the steaks ready?
He cut them.
I cooked them outside.
Right.
Cut them in there. Yeah.
Okay.
But, and then we had the kids from Benjamin Russell. They came and they would just literally line up. Scott would put it on the plate and whoop, it'd go out the door. But it just worked. But in my mind, I'm thinking kitchen, full kitchen. And in his mind, he's like, I just need this prep area. I need a sink, you know, that kind of thing. So it worked. So we just listened. Yeah, we listened to our vendors, and we listen to our customers, our clients. You give us feedback when we have a wedding. You know, we try to follow up with our brides. You know, not the next day because they're busy. But you know, pretty close after, you know, a week or two after they're back from their honeymoon or whatever, we'll say, hey, what, you know, if you know, can you give us some feedback? And we take that feedback and try to implement it. And
it's good business.
One thing I was worried about when you had Trey's Blackberry Breeze in there, I'm thinking it's going to be so loud because they're fun.
They're fun,
but it was perfect. It was perfect. Yeah, I thought it was very good. Yeah.
Yep. And so, like Trey, you know, he's like, "Hey, if you get us a rug that you leave down. Some people bring rugs, some people don't. That kind
for sound.
For sound, just
acoustics.
Yeah. And so we bought it. Yeah,
they toned it down in there, and it was
great. It was. So you know, we just take that feedback, but we're super excited. A lot of people are booking with us and setting up tours. So if you have a need for an event, a birthday party. So this weekend there is a bridal luncheon on Friday. Well, actually, there's I can't remember what's anyway. On Thursday, there's a volunteer group from the hospital. They do the hospice. I think it's Ivy Creek.
Probably.
And they're coming in, and we're just letting them go in there and have like a little volunteer thank you luncheon. Then on Friday is a bridal luncheon, and then on Saturday is, I can't remember which year, but it's Dadeville High School's reunion.
Wow.
I think it's 1976, but I'm not sure. So,
remember, you can always go to mitchellhouseevents.com and get in touch with this lady right here. Her name is Vivian Autry.
Thank you. But yeah, so we setting up lots of tours and a lot of weddings, and we do different things. So you know, it's not just weddings; it's pretty much anything you can think of. 50th birthday parties, reunions, whatever.
And it's such a seasonal place. And what I mean by that, I guess I think about the fall of the year when the ginkgo is just in bloom. But then you got the spring, you got the summer, you got the winter, and then having the new addition with that we were talking about earlier that seats 150, 200 folks. It'll go
225.
Really?
Yeah, 225.
Wow.
So really it'll go 250, but I just tell people 225 because I don't want people not to be able to walk through and whatever. But yeah.
It's amazing though.
It is. It's a big building, and what's so funny is I've had to turn. I thought no way I'd ever have anybody ask me for any bigger than that, and I've turned down a couple of events that couldn't hold 300.
Wow.
So, but it's okay.
You said it was 11 weeks to build. Was there a particular reason you were pushing so hard? Was an event coming?
Yeah. So, it's hard when you do weddings and stuff. So they're really booked out a year.
Right. Oh yeah.
So I had to wait for a wedding to end in April. I forget. I think it was the last weekend in April was the last wedding. So we stopped booking for probably about 9 months to get ready for this. because we couldn't book for that period of time.
Right.
And then nobody wanted to book something they couldn't see. So
Sure.
that was hard. Anyway, but songwriters. So we
End of
finished,
July.
we finished on July, I think the 21st, and the event was on
Next
July
week.
23rd or something like that. I can't remember. I only had 2 days, and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, we're gonna actually make it, and I'm not, because I was starting to get where I was like, oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So, but yep, so we had Songwriters VIP reception there last year that was our first event, and it was amazing.
And Songwriters Festival is right around the corner again. It's always the last week of July.
That's right.
Is it something we can talk about now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Run with what you can.
Yeah, I always say it's my birthday party, so it's
That's right.
It's on my birthday,
There you go.
so it's the largest birthday party on the lake for sure. No, we're super excited again this year. We're gonna. I don't know when I'm allowed to say certain things until certain contracts are finished.
I know.
So I have to be careful. But
I'm trying to pull it out of her.
It's going to be bigger than ever before. We've added a humongous venue, so I could say that. You
Okay.
can probably start thinking what we're doing.
Okay.
We're super excited about it, and then we still have all of our other venues too that we've done in the past. So
This nightly.
nightly, absolutely. And again, and we've talked about this. You and I are on the same page on this. We have Dadeville, we have Jackson's Gap, we have Alexander City. We have it all.
Yeah.
It is not. The festival is not for Alex City. It's not for Dadeville. It is for the lake area, and we've really done a good job, I feel like, of making sure that we have something for everybody. And we have some people that say, "Gosh, I love coming, but I only go to like the 2 places that I'm comfortable with, or whatever."
Or used to going.
Correct. Or I love just only going on the ones that are on the water, and that's fine too. Yeah.
You got everybody covered.
You do. And I think my favorite story from last year is, Chuck's got so crowded, and people would just start floating in their boat, just out of the way of the docks, but out there, and they were like, I got my pizza to go and sat in my boat and, had the best concert ever. I couldn't necessarily see them, but I could hear every bit of it and enjoyed it. Then they're like, that's what we're going to do this year, even if we can get a seat.
That's just one of the venues. We'll be right back. Speaking of the Mitchell House is for weddings and events. I always like to go back to, because you told me a person found out about her 3-year-old she wanted to have her birthday party because they'd heard it here on the front porch. That's what I'm talking about. You can have from young to old and all in between, but now you can have even more, up to 225 folks in one location.
Sit down.
And I'm talking about it's really in downtown Dadeville, 2 streets over. In fact, go to MitchellHouseEvents.com today.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone, 256-750-0381, or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
Benton, Clearing, and Grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World. '25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Oh, come back in here and join us. Vivian Alter got so much going on. And, you know, it's really, you know, Memorial Day hadn't even gotten here yet. But when that gets here, that really kicks it off for the whole event. I mean, for summertime.
Oh, yes. You know, I love me some summertime.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So we just finished up. OGS had its last tournament a couple weeks ago, and our solo tournament was last Saturday. So we're kind of done with fishing for a little bit. We got another month of Crank for Bank, and that'll end on May the 15th.
Right.
So just another month of that.
How's that going?
It's not going near as good as we expected it to this year. We're really, I guess the economy or something, not as good. A lot of people still catching fish, but not as good. So, but that's okay. So we'll have that at on the 17th of May at Russell Outdoors, Boating and Outdoors. We'll have that. The where they get their prizes and we draw and hopefully win. So pretty good stuff. So fishing's kind of wrapping up for us and really kicking into to summertime and looking forward to just Songwriters Festival will take up a whole lot of our time. This just getting ready for it, but it's the last week of July.
This Songwriters Festival is something that's grown, and we won't see anything but it continues to grow, and because of what you said during the break, you can't stay stagnant. You got to pull all ages. Scott Blake is younger than I am. I want to hear some. You know, I'm more traditional. but you almost gotta forget about me and you
I'm
an
old
hour.
school, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go after the young folks, because that's where it truly is. And I understand
But
that.
yeah, 100%. You gotta mix it up, and
Yeah.
you gotta have what the young folks are looking for, and you
Yeah.
gotta have really what the older people want. People, I love to watch people. Robert Gunn was just here.
Mm-hmm.
The green last year, you just go out there and sit on the green and bring your own cooler, do whatever you want to, or go get some food from Fanny's. My grandkids had so much fun playing out in the yard or whatever, but we really enjoyed the music. You know what I mean? So you just kind of got to appeal to all ages.
You're right.
And I think that we do a good job of that. I mean, it's tough. Thank God for Robert Gunn and Stephen Pace and Sandra Fuller. They're they're going through these contracts, and ooh, that's beyond. Hell, ask me to go out and raise some money. I'll go raise some money.
Well, you're good at that.
And then I let them say, hey, y'all. They ask me, you want to come to this meeting? Nope. If you're doing contracts, nope.
But the thing, you got, everybody's got to have a
niche.
A niche.
Well, and that's why this board works so well together. Is that Trey Foshee and Kim Hyde, they have their niche, and then
that
Sandra
younger
Fuller,
niche.
yes,
Yeah.
but the social media pieces of it, and then Trey with the sound, and then Sandra Fuller with all her knowledge about everything about, and then Stephen Pace and Robert with the music side of it. It works. Keith Hyatt, it just works. Our board works well. Stacy Jeffcoat.
It's still a tourism thing.
100%.
I mean, because. And it's not an all tourism thing, but anything we can get to bring people in around here, and music pretty much attracts.
It does.
We said every genre.
I think so. Our goal, Sandra Fuller and I's goal, when we first started this, was to, we may not ever be as big as like a 30A or a Key West or a Montana, but we're striving for that, right?
I think we're right in line.
We're
big.
We're getting there. We're getting there for sure. Pretty big. And it's fun to go to Nashville and have artists come up and say, "Hey, I can't wait to be a part." That kind of thing. So that's kind of fun. But what I was going to say is that when we started this, one of the ideas was for people to kind of plan like they do for Key West, plan their vacations around it. And we're starting to see that where people are, we're helping the economy by people renting VRBOs and coming in for the whole week right before school starts. And enjoying this festival. They plan their summer vacation on Lake Martin around the Songwriters Festival.
And I don't know if we want to be a Montana or Key West. I think we go have our own niche for our area.
We do.
That's a compliment, not just to this area, but also it's for these artists that want to come in here. It's a little bit easier for y'all to go out and ask them. It's a little easier for them to say, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been waiting on you.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's fun. They love it. Creekside Lodge is one of our big sponsors, and last year they all stayed together at Creekside Lodge instead of being at like our homes and stuff. And they loved it. And I can't tell you how many songs were written.
One guy that was in Nippers last year, he had a song. George Strait put it on his album this year.
Marty Stewart, Marty Brown.
That's it, Marty Brown. Yeah, it's the love song to his wife.
Yeah,
or whatever.
he sang it that night.
I can't remember the name of it. But you're exactly right.
He got a lot of miles out of that too.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you, Marty Brown, I was never that impressed with him, and I'm gonna be honest with you. But when he came out here, that's why it's good to have those folks here.
Yep.
You may not think much of them because he ain't the coolest dresser. But let me tell you something. He's a heck of a songwriter.
He is
a
a
singer.
songwriter.
And then I don't find out about these folks. They sit down. And then he had been opening up for Hank Williams Jr. For years. Yeah, that tells me something about him real quick.
So can I put you on the spot?
Please. I love this.
All right, if he kicks me under the table, you gonna help me out?
I got you.
So are you willing to let us bring a few songwriters?
You dead blame right before you finish. Before you even finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But because I truly enjoy, You know, I still love the music end of the music. But you know, we only have just a few grassroots promotions out of Nashville, sends the artists through, and most time they're real good. And I don't know anything about them. That's why I didn't know anything about Marty Brown until he sat down.
Right.
That's what I love.
Well, so that'll be one of my duties.
The week of.
The week of is to schedule. You know, and what I'll do is we'll do it just kind of like we did last year. We'll just kind of block it off, and then once I get those songwriters, we'll put it on your schedule and have them come out probably that Thursday, Friday.
Gold Pine. I never heard of Gold Pine.
They're amazing though.
And when they sit down and I get to listen to them talk, their husband-wife team, I still keep up with. They got a heck of a schedule all over the United States.
They're wonderful.
But when they sing, and especially her, I'm thinking, you have got to be kidding me.
She's awesome.
And of course, they've done a lot of national anthems.
They have.
With the big stadiums. Thank you for coming out here.
Thank
I know
you.
you've got a scoop right now. You got real work to do.
I do.
But we got a lot coming up here real soon. MitchellHouseEvents.com. You have a good day. We'll be right back.
Thank
Get ready to smile. It's Truck Month at Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of brand new full-size Chevrolet Silverados. Discounted up to $13,750 off. New 2025 Chevy Equinox, the compact SUV that features high-tech options and discounts up to $5,000 off. You can enjoy no payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes, including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAV Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Hi, my name's Mac Alexander. This is my wife, Carolyn Alexander. And the reason we love our church, it's just an awesome family of believers in Jesus Christ. And our church genuinely has a heart for souls and community.
And we love our Sunday school class. It's a wonderful group of people. And we pray for each other in the good times and in the hard times.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Well, we're about to wrap up a Monday edition of the Front Porch at 7:58. Busy show.
Busy show. That's right. It was. It was a nice show. Very nice show. Probably the best Monday we've had in a while.
I don't see how long you going to run.
Well, we had good information and
Yeah.
stuff that I enjoyed,
Yeah.
music and all the fun stuff on the lake. That's all we talked about was fun stuff today.
Well, Robert Gunn does an excellent job. Let me tell you what, Robert Gunn's got a heck of a job to do.
He does.
I mean, you know, because it's a puzzle that you have to put together. And it's a money puzzle, too. I mean, you know, these artists are not free, and they've got a certain budget. They can only bring in, you know, so many or different artists in here, but they do an excellent job. Friday on the Green starts May the 2nd. I hope you have a good day. We'll see you back out here
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. Ryan, will you hit that button?